A very superior people. Good afternoon to all my future chartered accountant. Yesterday's class, people, we had referred already chapter number 1, in which we had learned what is business process automation, and also we had seen, my dear student, about the business process automations steps. Do you remember this? All the 8 steps? Yes, sir. In last lecture, only people, I have made you this compulsory to study. Yes, or no? Yes, sir. Remembering this thing, 100%, sir. Okay. With this good luck, my dear chartered accountant, now we are moving ahead for the learning and next question. Okay, expecting everyone's 200% attention, as I always say. Yes, sir. Question number 6, people. The question is given very simple in front of our eyes that which process or what is required to be people automated. What should automate? Question is very clear, people. Now, try to understand, people. Suppose if you becomes a chartered accountant, obviously, very soon you all are going to become a chartered accountant. Tell me, people, would you like to maintain any client's books of accounts manually? Yes, yeah, no. Sir, not at all. Would you like to even try? No, sir. Thousands and thousands of transactions are there, and making all those transactions manually, sir. I think so, sir. That would not be an easy task, sir. It will be a time consuming. Am I right? Yes, yeah, no, my dear students. Yes, sir. So the very interesting and very important concept comes in front of our eyes is that, sir, very simple. Which process you want to automate? There are also process in which tremendous errors are there while processing manually. What tremendous human resources are required. If they are complex in nature, not easy to handle, my dear charters. All these things demand what? Sir, all these things demand that the process should be automated. Like example, if I want to say large volume of transaction, let's take an example of any commercial bank. In commercial bank, thousands and thousands of people are having the accounts. Yes, or no? Yes, sir. When the thousands and thousands of people are, my dear chartered, having the accounts, maybe saving account, maybe current deposits, maybe fixed deposits, maybe recurring deposits, or other behavior. Yes, or no? Yes, sir. Could be loan account also. Yes, all my dear chartered. Very true. In that connection, do you think so, people, to handle this many accounts, maintaining the entries in each and every account, calculating interest for each and every account, charges the bank charges to each and every account. Is it possible manually to conduct? Not at all, sir. Don't even try, sir. Do you agree with me? Yes, sir. So, my dear student, just tell me the one simple thing that what could be the best solution for this? Sir, only one best solution we can find it out is to automate this process. Do you agree with me? Yes, sir. Another example I want to give you, people, of large volume of transactions. Have you ever visited, people, my dear student, DMart, Walmart, Big Bazaar? Yes, sir. Do you think so they can do the billing process manually, people? Sir, not at all. Otherwise, they won't be able to handle more than 100 customers in an hour. Do you agree with me? Yes, sir. So that is also demands what, my dear chartered? Sir, that is also demands only one thing, sir, that technology is required, sir. Business process is required to be provided, sir, over there with an automation of activities. Are you there with me, my dear charters? Okay. Say this, the number one process involving high volume of tasks or repetitive tasks. So all those people, I would like to give examples like Indian Railway. Yes, sir. Thousands and thousands people are required to sir, book the railway tickets every day. Yes, you know people, my dear charter. Indian Railway process just 3 crore transactions per day. I'm not saying people of 3 crore rupees. I am saying about the 3 crore transactions per day. It's not a small amount at all. Yes or no? Suppose, my dear child, very soon you all are going to become an auditor. And I wish that I just pray to God that you all become chartered accountant very soon. In that connection, suppose, my dear child, if you got an audit, if you got an audit, people, for the Indian Railway, would you like to do Indian Railways audit? Yes or no? Yes, sir. Do you think so? People manually is possible? Ayyo, sir, not at all. Yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. Even if we try, sir, that much so we don't even have the blood cells in our body. Agree, my dear subjects? Yes. Sir. So that is the one clear-cut indication comes in front of our eyes is what? Sir, only one thing. Business process is required to be automated. Do you agree with me? Yes. Second, sales. Many business processes making the purchase order involves high value of repetitive tasks. Yes, sir. Automating this processes will result into cost saving also, sir, and it will be reduces our work efforts also. True, my dear chartered. Yes, sir. Second, my dear chartered. Process requiring multiple people to execute tasks. For one activity people, suppose many people are required, but if I automate, then definitely it will reduce the requirement of number of peoples. Don't you think so? I should do that. Yes, sir. Example, suppose if I am preparing my books of accounts manually, then first, sir, you need accountant to pass journal entry. Then, sir, you need accountant for ledger entry. Then, sir, one who can close all the accounts periodically, brings the balance to the trial balance. Then, sir, one who can prepare the financial statements. How many people are needed? Sir, they are very large in number. But at the same time, people, today when I'm using the tally-based software, what is the benefit I'm getting? Sir, a simple benefit that only you need to make a journal entry and till balance sheet, everything preparation or everything goes very smoothly. Yes, you are dear chartered. Yes, sir. Just one second, please, my dear chartered. Yes, my dear chartered accountants. Continuing to the same, civil people. I need a special task for what? Sir, for journal entry, then for ledger, then for trial balance, then for preparing the financial statement. Don't you think it's a tremendous number of people that are required for this activity? Yes, sir. But if my dear chartered accountant, if I can automate this process, can I reduce the number of people required for the same activity? Yes, sir. Say this. A business process which requires multiple people to execute the task often results in waiting time. Best example, call centers. Yes, sir. Whenever we face any problem, what is the first activity we do? Sir, we call to customer care. And you know people that there are thousands of people, those who face technical issues or any other issues. Or maybe they have some type of queries also. They keep on asking to sir customer care. Now customer care, how many customer care representatives should I appoint? And if I am appointing suppose 100 also, but there is a good number of possibilities that thousands of students are calling at a time. Yes, sir. Then they need to wait for a long period of time. Yes, sir. So at this time, my dear charter, one of the most important thing is required is what? Sir, automate that process, sir. Whatever the student wants, or if they want to change any data, sir, give them this process directly. Yes, sir. No? Yes, sir. If it is automated, sir, they can change the required things. And if it is permissible field, then sir, your attention will reduce. Agree. Say this. Example, LTS office. Automating this process will result into reduction in waiting time and in cost also. Number three, people, all those processes, when the time matters a lot. Sir, can you please give the example? Banking transaction. Yes, sir. Example number two. On toll plaza people. See, earlier there was a very long queue on the toll plaza people because the tolls used to be collected manually. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody needs to give a cash. And you know, people, toll plaza was the biggest source of fraud also. This toll plaza has been actually controlled by local minister over there. Okay. And what they used to do, I'll tell you, they used to have the two software in their toll plaza. From one software, they used to pass the four actual entries. And second is a fake software, media charters, from which 10 entries used to be passed further, which is purely people duplicate in nature. That money never goes to central government only or to road development authority only. In such connection, the toll booth used to be continued for a long number of years. But now, thanks to NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, okay, they got the concept called as FASTag. What is the FASTag concept? In which, my dear charters, a best thing happened. Sir, what was that thing? Now your toll will be automatically deducted from your account, bank account, and get credited in the central government account. No need to collect the toll on the toll booth only, and that is saving tremendous people corruption, cost of corruption also, because that was a part of corruption. Now we do not require to pay. And secondly, sir, automating this thing, sir, actually reduces the number of vehicles, time also on the toll plaza. So we can automate this thing. Yes, sir. Government can think for the automating this thing. Yes, sir. Government can think for this. Say this. The business process automation will result in streamlining the process. What is streamlining? Making the process easy, simple, better, and useful. Simple, easy, better, and useful. Yes, sir. And faster turnaround time. Transactions can be completed in a very short span of time. The streamlined process eliminates the wasteful activities and focuses on enhancing the tasks that adds value. Yes, sir. Okay. First of all, money will be deducted from your bank account. Yes, sir. First benefit. Second, my dear chartered, the major benefit is what? Sir, transaction is automatically get recorded in the books also. Yes. So all these things people actually helping or actually benefiting us a lot. Do you agree with me, my dear chartered? Say yes or no? Yes, sir. Say this. The time sensitive process can be best suitable to the automation. Example, preparing the people, railway timetable, preparing people, my dear charters, every public transportation, or as I said, people toll plaza, banking transaction, net banking transaction, all these are the prominent field, my dear charters, where we can go for the automation. Am I very clear to you? Yes, sir. Online banking system, Indian Railway, aircraft operating and control system. All this is required to be automated. Are you getting all of you? Let me tell you one more example when it comes to aircraft operating people. You know, Mumbai Airport and Delhi Airport are the most easiest airport, my dear charter, okay, in India. If you refer the Mumbai Airport, my dear charter, then it is an on an average, in 90 seconds, one flight is getting landed and one flight is getting takeoff. Now just imagine if this process could be a manual, then sir, that could be a disaster, sir. Number of aircraft moving in the that airspace would be tremendously high, sir. But we are making this entire process automated is actually helping us a lot, sir, to reduce the time as well as the efforts also, and gives us the best outcome. Yes, yeah, no, my dear charters. Yes, sir. Please refer this 3 points theory very, very, very fast. Please. Once it is done, please tell me, my dear charters. Done, my dear charters. Okay. Moving right to the next one, people. Process involved in need for compliances and audit trails. What is audit trails? Maintaining the record and verifying the record. If there are the people process which demands a little bit extra attention, which involves filing of returns and everything with the government, compliances, you need to fulfill the certain legal and statutory rules and regulations. And also, people, you want a strict audit trails. You want that in your system. Who had initiated the record? When the transaction was entered? Who had entered that data? If you want to know all these things, my dear charter, then definitely the best thing which is available to us is what? Sir, it is business process automation. Say this. With the business process automation, every details of a particular process is recorded. Every process is recorded to the highest extent. Yes, sir. This detail, sir, can be used to demonstrate the compliances during audit trails. Yes, sir. For example, invoice issued to vendor. When the vendor is getting the invoice people, automatically that gets recorded to what? Sir says also. Finish. Simple. Yes, sir. Making the entry into one place automatically allows us to get the entry done at the other place also. Yes, yeah, no, my dear students. Last but not the least, my dear children, process involving significant impact on other process. What is other process? When the one activity is done, my dear children, another cross-department activity also gets affected. Example, till the time, my dear children, sole department does not generate the GRN or MRN, my dear children, financial department, that is accounts department, will not pay to the vendor. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Once our GRN MRN department, once our store department generates the GRN MRN, sir, based on which quality check and everything will be done, and if it is everything okay, then the payment can be done. So people, all those department, those who are required to share the data with one department to another department, they also needs only one thing. And what is that, my dear children? Sir, business process automation. See this, my dear children. Some processes are cross-functional and have a significant impact on the other functions and the system. In cross-functional processes, different departments within the same company work hand in hand to achieve a common goal. Example like marketing department may work with the sales department. So when we automate this thing, people, data will be commonly shared between the departments and highest benefits could be easily enjoyed. Am I very clear to you all, my dear children? Say yes or no? Yes, sir. Please, my dear children, refer these last 3 points. Please, all my dear children, all the handsome and beautiful faces, please revise the topic very fast, very quick. Done. Yes, my dear student. Now moving to the next concept. The next concept is very interesting and very important one also, people. Let me tell you all, my dear children, one most important thing. Sir, what is that one most important thing? Question number 6, my dear children, and question number 7 is newly added into your syllabus only. Sir, when it is newly added, then chances of this questions to be asked is extremely high, my dear children. So I request and kindly request everyone that please make sure that you are doing this thing. Okay? Should we proceed, my dear children? Come on. Explain the challenges involved in business process automation. If I want to automate any process, people, then what are the challenges? What are the problems that I may face in my business process automation? So, people, first of all, I would like to tell you, whenever you want to automate now, the first and foremost, my dear charter, we need the support of all our employees. And maximum time, the biggest problem with the business process automation is only one that we never get the proper employees support only. Employees generally hesitate people to provide the support. Why? Because they will always feel the only one thing that suppose if the automation is done, then our decision making rights, our ability of taking the decision and all will be lost. So they don't want to take this such risk, people, and thereby they always oppose to automation. They feel that whatever the knowledge we have, that knowledge will not be, organization get the benefit of it, and our value and our reputation will decline. as well as people, they also resist to adopt the new technology because might be that technology would be little bit difficult for them to understand, and they will lose their interest in the work. So first and foremost the problem which I can see whenever I want to automate any process is the resistance from the people. Example, I want to give you all my dear chartered. Please listen to this example very carefully. Maximum of you, my dear charters, are coming from the metro cities only. Yes, yeah, yes. And if you refer, my dear chartered, then in India, Delhi would be the first city people where there is a driverless metros are there. Okay, those metros are not run by drivers. There is no loco pilot or no engineer is there. People, other words, simply they are managed through artificial intelligence. Yes, sir. And in that scenario, my dear chartered, to your surprise, that suppose if this thing could be applied in Indian Railway, then we are spending crores and crores rupees per month in form of salary to these loco pilots. But if at the same time people suppose we could automate this process, then don't you think so that will be tremendous cost saving for the Indian Railway? Yes, sir. We would try to replace this, the loco pilots with the technology. But you know what will happen? Entire railway staff will go on strike. So there is a resistance from the employees only people that they do not want to automate the process. But if we could automate the process, then tremendously people we would be able to save the large amount of cost. Are you getting my dear brother? Say yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. Your energy is always super. Okay. Salute people. Serious. First of all, I explain you. Yes, staff resistance is there only. Serious. In most of the cases, people, human factor issues are the main obstacles to acceptance of the automated process. Staff may see the process as automation as the way of reducing their decision-making power. This is due to the reason that with automated process, management has a greater visibility of the process and can take the decision that used by the staff earlier. So now system will automatically take the decision. So management feels that boss, now our decision making power, our requirement in the organization will start getting reduced. Agree? Yes, sir. Moreover, people, the staff may perceive automated business process as a threat to their jobs also. Agree? Today, why government wants to do this thing? Staff is not operating with efficiency. If my dear child staff operates with the fantastic efficiency now, then believe me, automation would not be a required thing also. In many cases, people, automation is generally preferred because of the laziness and not to do the work attitude of employees. Am I very clear to all my dear childrens? Yes, sir. Second biggest problem, people. It's what? Sir, tremendous cost is involved. Automation of process media charter is also not getting the proper value in the market because of tremendous cost involved in first of all bringing the technology, training the employees, and also maintenance cost, which is of a recurring in nature. Many organizations can't afford this cost media charter, and thereby they do not prefer to implement business process automation. And I very clear to all my dear chartered accountants. Say yes. Please refer both the points very fast. Quickly, please. Let me tell you something to all my dear charters. Yesterday I said this in morning batch people, but right now I just thought to share with you. You actually become the source of my motivation. People, in afternoon time, after having the very superb meal also, that is lunch, and still we are sitting and we are looking towards theory lectures, attending the theory lectures with full of energy, full of, attitude of learning. It's really fantastic, people. Very few students are there, those who can match with your standards. Really salute to you, people. A great hardworking students are sitting in front of me. Thank you. Should we proceed? Come on. Now, automating the people, redundant process. What is redundant process? The redundant process refers to all those processes which is done in a repetitive way. Understood? Yes, sir. Whenever people redundant processes are performed now, just one second, please start it. Yes, my dear students. So whenever there is a redundant activity, redundant means what? Some activity which is required to be done in a repetitive manner. Yes, my dear students. So that is getting little bit difficult when we want to automate. Company generally spends a lot of money to do the automation of some process, but actually, those process automation is not at all needed only, not required only. But the bank, company is finding everything to be automated, everything to be automated, and sometimes they end up with automating all those process people, by which the cost of automation increased tremendously, and company went into the losses. So it is very important, my dear child. We need to think very clearly which process do we really need to automate. See this child. Sometimes organization starts of an automated automation project by automating the process they find it suitable for automation without considering whether such processes are necessary and whether this process creates value or not. Yes, sir. In other cases, my dear child, some business process and task requires the high amount of technical knowledge. What is technical knowledge? Sir, concept clearance. Yes, my dear child. That cannot be documented and transferred from one person to another. Example, people, just a second. Yeah. Tell me, my dear students, suppose if I have a 2 crore rupees with me, okay, and if I want a proper guidance, where should I invest? How can I make my money safe and secure? How can I earn more money from this 2 crore? Do you think so, people? Can machine answer me this thing? Not at all, sir. But can one practicing chartered accountant can answer to this my question? Yes, sir, definitely. So that is the most important reason, my dear chartered, that we need a practical person to be there. Suppose people you are having, but your tips are paining or there is a toothache. Okay, in that connection you need to meet to a dentist. Yes, no? Yes, sir. Can this process be automated? No, sir. The requirement of doctors, chartered accountant, engineers, architects, lawyers. This is the work people which could never ever be replaced by my dear chartered by any of the technology. Understood? Yes, sir. For all of this, my dear chartered, practically I require chartered accountant only in my office. Then only people we can get the maximum work done. And that is a clear-cut indication that why chartered accountant is so important and why business process automation cannot be adopted everywhere. Understood, my dear charters? Yes, sir. Last but not the least, people, defining the complex process. There are many processes, my dear charter, which involves a lot of complexity. Okay, and that connection, automating that process would be the first difficult thing. Example I would like to give you. Suppose you make an entry in your books of accounts, salary account debit to bank. Yes, yeah, no? Yes. Today, suppose you paid salary to a worker and you want to make an entry for 5,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. Now just imagine people, just imagine if you want to make an integrated software, you can't even imagine people how many or people tremendous amount of coding it's needed. You should be a very clear. Like I want to make sure that first I am going to make an entry in journal that should transfer to ledger. Respective accounts also indirect expenses should also be shown. Profit and loss account is required to be linked up with it. Balance sheet is also to be required to be linked up with it. And suppose in future you come to know that sorry, my entry was wrong. The salary is 50,000. Then I want that is to be automatically done. And this kind of people complex process to get it automated so easily is difficult. It involves engineers, team of engineers. It takes people sometimes more than a year also to develop this kind of projects. Are you getting my wonderful products? Yes, sir. So this all are the people reasons where we can easily figure it out that business process automation is possible, but this all are the obstacles. Okay, they are coming in between to adopting the technology and existence of technology. Say this. Business process automation requires engineering of some of the business process that require significant amount of time to be allotted and spent at the stage. Spent at the stage means we need to involve high costs also. Yes, sir. This requires detailed understanding of the underlying business process to develop an automated process. So if I want to automate, I need to understand the entire process in a very, very, very in-depth form. Understood, my dear charters? Yes, sir. Refer both the points very fast, very quick, please. Correct, done. Technical knowledge means very high amount of knowledge. You know what concept clearance, conceptual clearance is needed. Example, if anyone wants to develop the software like a Tally, then that person must have the good knowledge of accountancy also. Then already subjects. Yes, my dear subjects, we are now moving to a completely a new concept. A new concept is very important one, very interesting one, people, and it is very, very, very people required to be known by you as you soon going to become a people advisor to many business organizations. So please listen it very carefully. Yes, sir. Very many standards. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes. Those who had actually learned to say you like this, okay, creating the space between these two kind of fingers now, they are really high extraordinary intelligent students, sir. Yes, sir, we had learned. Okay, come on. Now, my dear students, we are going to learn a very interesting concept, and that is called as a risk. Yes, sir. What is that, my dear children? Sir, risk, sir, risk. Yes. Remember, my dear children, none of the business organization can operate without risk. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. And can 1992, many of you had seen. Yes, sir. In that, there is one Hindi dialogue is there. कि risk है तो इश्क है. Means if there is a risk, that means there is a love. And don't forget that he was put behind the bar. That means he went to jail people with that risk only and with that ishq only, with that love only. So risk and love both should be in limit only. If anything goes out of limit, we may take you to directly jail also. Understood? Yes, sir. Are you there with me, my dear childrens? 100%. Okay. Yes, my dear childrens. Now listen, my dear childrens. The concept is very simple, people. That what are the risk involved in business and what are its source? I would like to give you a definition of risk, people. Any unforeseen future event. What I said, any unforeseen future event which brings negative consequences. Which brings what, my dear chartered? Negative consequences. Then it is called as what, my dear chartered? Sir, risk. If it brings positive outcome, then sir, opportunity. Are you understood? Yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. Not understood. Yes. So that is a very simple one now idea started that any future unforeseen future event, any event which may happen or which may occur, my dear starters, in future, not now, but if it is bringing me people some type of negative consequences, it is deviating me, keeping aside me from achieving my goals, motives, and people, my targets or my vision and my mission, then that would be in simple terms, I can say that risk. Risk is arises people on a many different ends. Example, if you are not having the efficient stuff, there could be a risk. Yes, sir. If you are having, people, the product which you are selling is getting out from the customer's taste, having preference and choice. Sir, again, suppose if there is a technology upgradation and you are not able to adopt that new technology, sir, it's a risk. Whenever people, economic condition changes, recession in market, example like global pandemic, corona, you had seen people. Can I say that all these things are nothing but they are the types of risks which business may face? Yes, sir. So what do you mean by risk, my dear chartered? Any unforeseen future events, any unforeseen future events which bring negative consequences for the organization could be simply regarded as what, my dear chartered? Sir, risk, sir, risk. Agree? Yes. Now, generally, my dear child, risk are of three types. There is a business risk, technology risk, and data related risk. Data related risk, my dear child, we are going to learn in chapter number 3. Let's one question gone out of this chapter. Yes, one question is not there in this chapter. Great, sir. Coming back to our concept, okay? People, whenever the political condition also changes, that brings to my business organization the risk. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Sir, can you please give the one example? Yes. People, before 2014, that is when the Congress government was there in India, people. Okay. Congress government strongly believes on keeping the liquidity in the market. They keep so much liquidity. And when you keep so much liquidity in the market, my dear child, one of the biggest problem which we face is the inflation. Okay. And today, if you refer the government which is there in the center, people, they strongly believe in creating the assets. They would like to create a lot of assets like bridges construction, railways expanding, road construction is going beyond to the people our thoughts, construction of dams, mega electricity projects and all. When they are constructing the assets, people, at that time, liquidity gets highly affected. So these are the people politicals, different fundamentals. Based on that fundamentals, people, the things changes. So that can also be the one of the reason, my dear gentlemen, which affects to my business. Understood? Yes, sir. Come on, let's refer this answer, my dear students, and expecting everyone to please concentrate. Risk is any event that will result into significant deviation. Deviation means the difference from the planned objective, resulting into unwanted negative consequences. Unwanted negative consequences. Yes, sir. The planned objective could be any aspect of the enterprise, strategic, financial, regulatory, or even the operational processes. Yes, yeah, no. Yes, sir. Suppose people you had planned that in the year of 2021, you want to become the, India's most trusted brand. But Corona effect of 2020 has completely people deviate you from achieving that strategic goal. Yes, yes, sir. Second, people, strategy failure. Let me give you one more example, Charters. I'm damn sure you will love this example. Kodak cameras. Kodak cameras. Yes, sir. Kodak company people was the first company who had actually invented cameras. So they were having a people cameras monopoly into the market earlier. Yes, sir. Not only this, my dear child, but that films which was required, negatives we call it as. Remember? Yes, that film was also people designed and developed by Kodak only. They used to print a paper also on which we can print that photographs. To that extent, people, they were amazing. Then they made a small mistake. So what was the small mistake? People, my dear child, you will be surprised to know that patents of digital camera is also registered on the name of Kodak only. Kodak was again the company people who was having patents, my dear child, for a digital camera also. But instead of concentrating more on the digital camera, they find it out more competition with their earlier one cameras people, and they try to damage and deteriorate the image of Fujifilms. FUJL, Fujifilms. Okay, selecting the wrong competitor people, because you are already having something called as a digital cameras. Then that digital cameras in the form of DSLR and others people has boomed up the market like anything. But Kodak has selected the wrong competitor. They went into the losses like anything, and finally people business closed. Second best example, people, of wrong strategy is of Nokia company. When the whole world was directed towards Android, Nokia went to the reverse direction for Windows. People were unable to understand the operating system of people what? Sir, Windows. And what the people finally done? Sir, people finally throw that phone out of the windows. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Moral of the story, sir, strategy risk. Companies were unable to achieve their strategies. Second biggest example, people, regarding the financial risk. Failure of people, this one, Jet Airways, same reason. Failure of Kingfisher, same reason. Failure of Punjab National Bank, financial risk. Okay, yes, sir. Third one, operational process. Aditya Birla Group people has come up with our stores known as Moore. They come with one retail chain, my dear chatter, known as a Moore. But they were unable to maintain this entire system and all, and cost goes overrun people. And finally, they end up by closing down all their outlets. Moral of the story, sir, operation related risk. So, risk, my dear child, is coming from the multiple ends. As a businessman, you should be very strong to identify that risk, to manage that risk, and to get out of this risk, people, finding out the opportunity and earning a lot. Very soon, my dear chartered, you know very well that in November, when you will give the exams, people, okay, May, whatever maybe your attempt may be, okay, whenever you will give the exams, a good number of chartered accountant will be sitting with you. Yes, sir. In between people, the fight will happen. Yes, sir. And in between, my dear chartered, you need to prove yourself best. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So even you are also taking what, my dear charters? Sir, risk. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Say this. The degree of risk associated with any event is determined by the likelihood, that is, the chances that the particular risk will happen or will not happen. Understood? Yes. Sources of risk, people, from where the risk is coming. The first one is commercial and legal relationship. Yes, sir. Commercial and legal relationship would be the one of the prominent reasons, sir, why the risk happens. Yes, sir. Second, sir, economic circumstances, changes in the economic policy, or maybe change in the foreign policy, maybe people recession, or there is a inflation high in a country. Yes, sir. Human behavior, people working in your organization, not working with application dedication, do not give their 100% service. Natural events like tsunami, earthquake, yes, sir. Political circumstances, and right now only you explained. Yes, sir. Technology and technical issues. Yes, sir. First of all, bringing the technology is issue. Yes, sir. And suppose people, if the technology got disturbed, there is some repairs and maintenance work is required. That is a technical issues. Yes, sir. Management activities and controls. Best example, Anil Ambani. When the property was distributed between the Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, my dear chartered, Anil Ambani was the seventh richest person in India. And what is the today's position? Sir, banker. The reason, sir, is if our top management and their activities are not going as preferred, sir, then there is again a risk. Are you clear with this, my dear chartered? Say yes or no. Yes, sir. And last but not the least, my dear chartered, is an individual activities. This all could be the possibility, people, where the particular risk may strike in our organization. Am I very clear to you, my dear chartered? Yes, sir. Please read the theory of this very fast. Done, my dear students? Okay. So the one more thing, people, which is there here, people. The characteristics of people risk. What are the characteristics? What are the features of risk? First of all, always remember, people, risk is always justified with the chances of threats. Potential loss that exists as a result of what, my dear student? Threat or a vulnerability process. What is vulnerability? Loophole into the system. Suppose people, if I am not keeping my mobile phone with the security password, then there is a great chances, people, that anyone can hack the system or anyone can use my phone. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So amount of vulnerability, people, which you are keeping will automatically decide whether particular risk will strike or will not strike. Yes, sir. Number two, my dear student, uncertainty of losses expressed in terms of probability of such loss. What are the probability, people, that such loss will occur, or whether there is a chances or not a chances? That has to be determined very carefully. Yes, sir. Third one, people, the very important one, the probability or likelihood that threat the agent mounting a specific attack against a particular system. That if particular risk is tried, people, what could be the amount of loss that we are actually going to face? This all things are, people, required to be determined in order to understand and evaluate, my dear charters, the risk. Am I very clear to all of you? Say yes or no. Yes, sir. Okay. Moving ahead to the next concept, my dear charter, a very, very, very important one. Before that, I would kindly request every charter that please turn on your videos. Keep your videos on time on, because people, time travel department may throw you out of this session, and I don't want that. Yes. Moving ahead to the next important section, people. What is that? Sir, types of business risk. Yes, my dear charters. How many types of actually business risk are there? So totally we are going to refer three types of risk. One is business risk, second is technology risk, and third one, my dear charter, is the data related risk. As I explained you, the data related risk we are going to learn in chapter number 3. But two types of risk, business risk and technology risk, people, we are going to learn right now. Each and every risk, people, I'll try my level best to explain you in a very in-depth form. So expecting my charter's 100% attention to this topic. Please concentrate very carefully. Number one, my dear charter, is a strategic risk. What is a strategic risk? Sir, when any risk which deviates you or which does not allow you to achieve your vision, your mission, your goals, your objectives, sir, then that is called as which risk, my dear chartered? Sir, strategic risk. Strategic risk, people, particularly the risk which arises due to change in the strategy, political condition, economic condition, regulatory, that is legal condition, and also sometimes global market condition. Understood? Yes, sir. And my dear sir, your strategic risk includes reputation risk, yes sir, goodwill related risk, leadership risk, people. Best example, when Ratan Tata is handling the Tata company, it is going for a bumper profit. And when it is given in the hands of Cyrus Mistry, people, the entire Tata group was facing the problems like anything. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So that was a clear-cut indication, sir. If leader is not good, then definitely organization will end up with the losses. Do you agree with me, Charlotte? Say yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. One of the best example I want to give you. Say this. Is that my dear Charlotte? At the age of 21, at the age of 21, a person, okay, who was studying in Stanford University, people, doing the studies of Bachelor in Engineering, was immediately asked to come back to India and to handle the company. At the age of 21, people, he entered the company with the position of CEO. At that time, my dear started, that company was making the soap. And in next 30 years, that company, people, has converted its business from soap making to software making. The name of that company is nothing but, my dear chartered, Wipro. And the person who was called because of the unfortunate death of his father, people, is Azim Premji, sir. Just imagine people at the age of 21, you are holding the position of what, my dear chartered CEO, and your shareholder says that, "Okay, boss, please sell your shares to a more matured management so that we can get a wonderful return." And today, just imagine what Wipro has done the best. So, my dear child, it is very important that it includes leadership risk also. If leader is not good, then maybe you not be able to achieve your goals and objectives. Understood, my dear child? Say yes or no. Yes, sir. Okay. Further, my dear child, say this. Please concentrate very carefully. Second, my dear child, is a financial risk. With risk, people, sir, financial risk. Financial risk arises under the very interesting conditions, my dear child. Suppose a company has made the investment in foreign country or maybe in Indian market, the value of that investment goes down. Foreign exchange rate changes, interest rate changes. You are unable to receive timely payment from your debtors. You are unable to make timely payment to your creditors. Then that will be which risk? Sir, that would be a purely financial risk. Are you getting my point of view? Yes, sir. And according to Jigar, sir, two things are most difficult to understand in this one. One is finance and second is fiancé. Understood? Yes, sir. Both are coming, we feel so much happy. And when both are going, we feel so much sad. Are you clear with this, my dear chartered? Say yes or no? Yes, sir. Agree? 100%, sir. Try to understand. All investments are subject to market risk. Read carefully all document before investing. And especially in this month of extraordinary. If you not understand one line, I can't help it. Concentrate. Risk that could result, my dear student, in negative financial impact to the organization will be regarded as what, my dear chartered? Sir, financial risk. Yes. Example, volatility. Volatility means changes. Ayo, changes. Changes in foreign currency, changes in interest rate, changes in commodity, changes in credit risk, liquidity not available, and even my share market values are going down. All these points, my dear children, indicates only one thing to me that yes, sir, there is a certain type of risk. Do you agree with me, my dear children? Yes, sir. Please refer this both the risks very fast so that we can continue with the next two risks. Done, my dear children. Both the risk over. Yes, sir. Okay. Next one, my dear child, is the regulatory or compliance risk. Now, what is the regulatory or compliance risk? Sir, when we do not follow the rules and regulations which is provided by some authority, regulatory body, or if it is provided under the law, sir, then definitely we will end up by paying the penalties and charges. Yes, yeah, no, my dear childrens. Yes, sir. And that will be known as which risk, my dear child? Sir, compliance risk or a regulatory risk. Are you clear with this? Yes, sir. Say this. The risk that could expose the organization to fines and penalties from the regulatory agency due to non-compliance with laws and regulations. It's called as, sir, regulatory risk. Best example, people you know, last to last month, even Mukesh Ambani's company was required to pay 6 crore rupees penalty, okay, for doing malpractices on the stock exchange and SEBI charge that penalty, then that will be called it as which risk, my dear chartered? Sir, that will be called it as a regulatory risk. Understood? Yes, sir. So regulatory risk includes all those risks, my dear chartered, where we are facing the penalties and charges against us. Agree? Yes, sir. Next one, my dear child, whenever day-to-day operations, day-to-day activity, giving the best services to customer, timely maintenance of machinery, doing production properly, this all activity we want to do. But when this got disturbed, my dear child, that will be nothing but we call it as an operational risk. Suppose my whole team is ready to do production, but you know what? Raw material is not available. So operation risk. Arey, my people and everybody is working, but I don't get the money with me to make payment to their salaries. Sir, financial risk, and also they are not working, so you won't be able to provide the finished goods to your customers on a timely manner. Again, there is an operational issue. Understood, my dear charters? Yes, sir. So people operational risk are all those risk people which actually hurt the organization in its day-to-day working. And the company does not able to process the customer request or may not be able to process the payments, may not be able to pay to the creditors, may not be able to do anything people, then that will be simply we call it as a operational risk. Understood, my dear child? Let's say yes or no. Yes, sir. Say this. Interesting question. Risk that could prevent an organization, my dear child, from operating in the effective and efficient manner, or it is disruptive, you know, damaging or deteriorating to another operations. Example includes risks related to human resource. Yes, sir. Second, sir, business process. IT is not working, software is not working. We just would like to thanks to Zoom application as well as people, this internet service provider, because of which real-time basis people, you will be able to study this subject. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. And that will be nothing but my dear charter. We call it as business process. Understood? Yes, sir. Technology? Yes, sir. Business continuity? Yes, sir. Channel effectiveness, that is from manufacturer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to consumer. If any one from this channel people gets affected, then automatically our business operation gets affected. Yes, sir. Customer satisfaction, health and safety environment, product failure, efficiency, capacity, change integration. All these factors are indicating which type of risk, my dear chartered. Sir, operational risk. Am I very clear to all my dear charters? Say yes or no. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Refer with both people very fast, very quick. Done all my dear charters. Can we proceed? Okay. Balance two types of risk people. One is hazard risk. Hazard risk is very dangerous risk people. These are the risk people which are not at all avoidable people. But the only best thing we can do is to take some kind of insurance. We would never be able to people replace this, people or reduce this risk by applying some controls. But yes, if only monetary loss could be compensated people in the form of having the insurance. And that is my dear charter, we call it as which risk? Sir, hazard risk. Am I very clear to all my dear charter? Say yes or no? Yes, sir. Should we proceed, my dear charter? Say yes or no? Yes, sir. Okay. Serious. Hazard risk people. The risk that is insurable, such as a natural disaster, various insurable liabilities, There are the many liabilities are there, people, for which we can take the insurance. Yes, sir. Impairment of physical assets or terrorism. All these people risks cannot be people avoided, but yes, we can take the insurance for this, and at least we could have a financial compensation for this. That will be known as what, my dear chartered? Hazard risk. Understood? Yes, sir. And if people, you are taking utmost good care, people, to manage each and every types of risk, people. But still, there are the certain risks which exist, my dear chartered. Then such risk will be called it as residual risk. Even after taking utmost care, people, okay, all those things by which we could be able to minimize the risk, we are taking all those efforts. Still, particular risk if exists in a business, then that will be called it as what, my dear chartered? Residual risk. Let me give you one simple example. In your organization, people, in your organization, you had done the best quality of wiring. Okay, sir. You had also installed fire extinguishers also. Yes, sir. You had also installed people smoke detectors. But if you are installing all these things, can you give me the assurity that fire will not break out? No, sir. We can't give you this assurity. There is a chances that, sir, fire may break out and the system may damage. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Suppose, my dear child, you love to drive the car. Okay. Yes. You are driving the car, speed is economical, 40, 50. Car is maintained in a very fantastic manner. Tire, tubes, everything is perfect, sir. Engine is superb. Timely maintenance is done. Petrol or diesel, whatever may be variant, including oil and everything is checked. It is perfect. You are wearing the seat belt also. In your car, you have airbag also. But tell me, people, if you are having all these things, can you give me the surety that there will no accident will take place? No, sir. Some people may come with a drink and drive and can damage. Yes, yeah. Yes, sir. And moral of the story, balance risk. After applying all the control, still if some type of risk people remain, then that will be called as, my dear chartered, as what? Sir, residual risk. So any risk remaining after the countermeasures have been applied, analyzed, it's called as residual risk. Understood? Yes. We need to decide very carefully how much we are ready to accept this residual risk and what are the safeguards we are keeping. Agree? Yes, sir. Please refer the last 2 points very fast. I want to start with the most important concept. Previously, two-time asked question, technology risk. Done already, admits everyone. Already has chartered. Okay. Now, let's try to understand people the next and a very interesting type of risk. I want each and everyone to please people listen to me very carefully. Before we proceed, people, I just want to give you a small 3 minutes chill pill break. Get it fresh. Please, people, be energetic. After this 3 minutes, a small break. Yes, my dear children. Let's continue, people, our journey. Our break comes to an end. So we can proceed it for the next concept, people. Okay? Yes, sir. Now, moving right to the next concept, my dear children, is the technology risk. Now, what do you mean by the technology? Sir, system which we are using in a business, information system, sir. Yes, my dear children. So, whatever the technology, today we are looking, people, extremely we are using this technology in our business. Yes, sir. Whether it is order processing, sir, it's automated. Whether we are making a payments, sir, it's automated. So there are the many activities, people, where we are using this technology and that help us people to run our business very smoothly. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. But every coin has how many sides, my dear child? Sir, two sides. Some of them are positive, then some of them will be, sir, negative also. And that's the first thing, people. One of the most important things, okay? In marriage and mobile, if person waits for a some time, you will get the latest one. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Okay, not understood. Leave it. The first major risk, people, which we are facing in a business is what? Frequent change in technology, and that your technology become obsolete, that is outdated. People, very fast and very frequent new technologies are getting introduced in the market, and existing technology becomes what? Sir, completely outdated. Businessmen are trying to figure out to find out the best solution for this. But people, each and every day new softwares are coming. Let me give you a one best example which suits to your profession, my dear chartered. Is what? People, you all are chartered, you are all going to be a chartered accountant very soon. Yes, sir. And let me give you the history of a Tele software. Okay. Tele has actually first introduced its version known as Tele 4.5. Then they introduced the second version, which is 5.4. Then they introduced the third version, that is called as Tele 6.3. Then they introduced the fourth version, people, called as Tele 7.2. Then they introduced the next version called as Tele 9. Then they introduced the new version, people, Tele .9 ERP. Then they introduced one more new version, my dear started called as Tele Web. And right now, it's going with the Tele Prime. Now just imagine, people, there are the n number of updates were there. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So whatever the technology or whatever the software, people, might be purchased for your business organization to run in a very smooth manner is also having the one major risk, people, and that is what, sir, there could be a frequent change in technology. Yes, yeah, no, my dear charters. Yes, sir. Serious. Technology keeps on evolving, people, and changing continuously becomes absolute very quickly. That is outdated. Yes, sir. Hence, there is always a challenge that the investment in technology solution, unless properly planned, may be result into the loss to a business due to risk of obsolescence. Understood, my dear targets? Yes, sir. Any doubt, any queries, any confusion? No, sir. Second one, people, a biggest risk, multiplicity and complexity of system. With the help of this technology, now, my dear children, we are actually making the things too much complicated. Example, people, suppose right now I want to eat gulab jamun. Okay, yes, sir. You want to eat gulab jamun? Yes. So I decided to order through Swiggy. Okay. Yes. I selected the restaurant. Yes, sir. I asked that restaurant owner to give me what? Gulab jamun. The restaurant owner says, bro, sorry. I said, why? He said that I don't have a delivery partner with me. So I asked Swiggy. Swiggy says, give me a money. I said, collect it from my Paytm wallet. Paytm wallet says, bro, you don't have money. Please direct from your bank account. Now just imagine, people, a product which is costing hardly 200 or 300 rupees to me, people. It's involving that restaurant, yes. Then Swiggy, yes. Paytm, yes. My bank account, yes. Nature and complexity of transaction is increasing too much. Today, people, technology is becoming tremendously difficult. Just for a simple example, I want to give you. When the Wright brothers had done their first aircraft, people, okay, yes, first aircraft trial, people, looking towards their aircraft and today's aircraft's cockpit, sir, far different. Reason, nature and complexity of system or technology. Nowadays, people love and prefers to use the technology. But people, all the way, whenever we are looking up, we are seeing only one thing, that is technology, 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 technology. Are you getting my word of view? Yes, sir. Serious, my dear student. Multiplicity and complexity of the system. The technology architecture used in the used for services could include multiple digital platforms, and it's quite complex. Hence, this requires people, the personnel, to have the knowledge about the requisite technology. Now, you want what? Some technology experts who can understand that technology and can help you to give the benefit of it. Yes, sir. Technological skills or the management of technology could be outsourced to a company having the relevant skills. Then you have two options, appoint IT professionals, or outsource this activity to somebody else. Third one, my dear standards, suppose you want to withdraw the money from your bank account. Do you think so, people, you require a proper checkbook to sign? Yes, sir. We need to sign the checkbook. Second, suppose if you want to withdraw the money, my dear chartered accountant, by using what? Your ATM card. Then do you require to remember your ATM pin? Yes, sir. We need to remember our ATM pin. Suppose, my dear chartered, you want to do the transaction through UPI pin. Then do you think so? You need to remember the UPI pin also? Yes, sir. Suppose, my dear child, you want to do the transaction through internet banking. Do you think so? You need to remember the internet banking password? Yes, sir. Yes, my dear child. Once again, I just yes. So that this all different types of controls people are required for different types of technology. So withdrawing cash from the ATM demands PIN. Doing UPI transaction demands UPI PIN. If you do online transaction, then it demands OTP PIN password. Yes, sir. So different types of controls, okay, are required for different types of technology. Again, it is what, sir? Technological threat, sir. Yes. Serious, my dear friend. Deployment of this technology gives a rise to the new types of risk, which can be explained later on in this chapter. Yes, sir. This risk needs to be people mitigated. Mitigated means minimized by the relevant control as applicable to the technology and information system. Agree. Example, people, yesterday I had explained you, like in tele software, there could be a possibility that multiple people are creating the account and they may record the transaction in the monetary value like ABCD. But as we had designed our tally software so nicely that in money column, if you put ABCD, it will not process the transaction only. So that is what, sir, risk is there and we want to apply the relevant control for it. Understood? Yes. Further. Tell me people a very simple thing. Okay. Sir, what is that? Just a second. Yes, my dear children. There was some disturbance of technical issues. Yes. Listen, people. Now, this very topic, if I want to remember, or if I would just like to ask you people, tell me, can bank have their own software? Yes, sir. Bank can have their own software, but bank is generally preferring what? The bank is preferring Financial Filament, Flex, FlexCube, or Bank Pay. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So we are dependent on the software service providers. Yes, sir. Secondly, my dear children, tell me internet. Can bank use their own internet? No, sir. They have to take the services from the Airtel, Vodafone Idea, Jio, or BSNL. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Tell me, my dear child, today, whatever the technology we are using, like computers, can bank manufacture its own computer? No, sir. We are depending upon the HP, or we are depending upon the Dell, we are depending upon this Lenovo, or we are depending upon the other computer brands. Yes, yeah. Yes, sir. Modern school management, it's very simple. We are totally dependent upon the vendors to get the our IT services. If vendor provides me timely, best and fantastic services, my dear doctor, then definitely I am happy. But if they do not provide me the timely services, if they do not provide me updated services, if they do not provide me service at all people, then entire IT system stands to be the biggest failure. Are you getting my point of view? Yes, sir. So again, the risk to the business is what? That business is completely dependent on all these vendors. This all vendors, when they provide the service to business, thereby business would be able to run effectively and efficiently. Service, my dear friend. Dependence on vendors due to outsourcing of IT services. In a system environment, organizations require staff with the specialized domain skills to manage the IT. Yes, sir. Hence, this service will be outsourced to the vendor, or there is a heavy dependence on the vendors, which is the risk of vendors related risks. Yes, agree, 100%. Next one, my dear challenge, I want to ask you a very practical question. expecting the maximum people to answer for it. How many of you people chartered account went to the market for purchasing fruits, vegetables, wherever your mom said? Yes, and tell me very honestly, okay? Very honestly, how many of you chartered when visited to market for purchasing fruits, vegetables, or any other items? Because automatically the price of those products were increased when you reached home just because that you want to eat some street food, you want to enjoy some food or some chocolates or something. You eat it, you paid from it, and then finally you adjust it manually with the price of fruit, vegetables. Honestly, tell me how many of you had done this thing. If you ever done this thing, then please raise your hand. Accept the truth. Yes, good number of people are there. Yes. Why it was possible that it's for you to do that? Sir, it was possible because records and yes, you know. So accordingly, yes, sir, we can easily adjust the record. My dear as a chartered accountant, you should always remember if the cash and the record, if it is in the hands of one person, my dear chartered, then there is always a great possibility that particular risk will strike. Agree? Yes, sir. But have you ever done, my dear chartered, this thing when you had you ever done had you ever done this thing when you chartered when your elder brother, elder sister, younger brother, younger sister, or mother or father was there with you? No, sir. Why you not done? Why you not done that? Sir, the reason is very simple. Is that what you are doing? People have motivated everyone. Is that motivated people by its efforts? Okay. Yes. So my dear child, if cash and record, both if it is in the hands of one person, then there is a great possibility, my dear child, that particular risk will be striking. So in that connection, people, if you really want to reduce the risk of this, then there should be a segregation of duties. Record should be kept by one person and cash should be kept by another person. If record in cash, if it is kept with the one person only, then there's a great possibility of manipulation of record. Are you getting my W? Yes, sir. When I taught my dear charters to you a concept of this one, core banking system, just tell me at that time a very simple thing I just taught you people. Whenever you want to open a bank account, you will send a request to whom? Sir, we will send a request to one person. That is RN, relationship manager. Relationship manager forward this request to whom I chatted, sir, CRM, credit and risk management team, who will verify the credibility, yes or no? Yes, sir. And on the basis of verification, my dear chatter, you will be given with the access, yes or no? Yes, sir. If, my dear chatter, if, my dear chatter, very simple thing I want to ask you. If I am only 10 people create the account, then do you think so people it would be a disaster? Yes, sir. So there is always required people, duties to be divided. The one who is creating the record should not be the checker of the record. Yes, or no? Yes, sir. I just would like to add to your knowledge something, people. Should we say yes or no? Yes, sir. You know, people, 4 years back, 4 years back, there was a young people from Delhi. He had secured 99.6% in CBSE in his 12th standard. Just imagine how shameless person is this now. Yes, sir. In this, three boys could pass so easily. That much percentage he alone was scoring. Yes, sir. Okay. 99.6% people. So there is a page on the Facebook people called Rajnikant versus CID joke. Are you seeing? Okay. So these people have posted his photograph and said that congratulations Sarkar Agarwal for securing 99.6%. Then people, there was at most 8 to 10,000 comments were there. Maximum comments were quite normal, only congratulations, congratulations, congratulations only. But I will pick down the three comments for you people. Okay, I will tell you those three comments which were very fantastic, which was bringing the smile on my face, and I'm not sure it will bring the smile on your face also. The third last person who had commented is like, bro, this much to not even, germs get killed by Dettol also. Dettol is 99% sure. You are 99.6% sure. More than Dettol, you are working. Second last person who had commented second one is like, bro, this much to not even I had charged my mobile battery also. And finally, my answer people, the last person who has commented people is a legendary person. Mostly, he is a person who is doing chartered accountancy. He said that, bro, if I will write it down my entire paper by my own, and if I am only checking that paper now, still this could not be my percentage. Self-confidence level. Understood? Yes, sir. Now just imagine, my dear chatter, 99.6 percentage. These are the only people those who disturbs our family for the next 10 years, people. Okay, and especially specific 10 days after results, when our parents keep on scolding us with the name of this guy only. Yes, sir. So in an organization, people, we should always do what? Sir, there should be a division of work. Maker of the record should be different. Checker of the record should be different. If maker and checker are the same, sir, then tremendous loss could be there, sir. And the most important thing, sir, when we divide the responsibility amongst the staff, responsibility should not be overlaid to each other. Understood? Yes, sir. Same responsibility should not be given to two persons. Understood? Yes, sir. Seriously. Organization needs a high defined organizational structure with a clearly defined rules, authority, and responsibility. The segregation of duties as per the organization structure should be clearly mapped. That means defined. Defined. Yes. This is the highest area since any HOD conflict is the segregation of duties conflicts. Some work is given to you also, and it is given to me also. Then, sir, it would be disaster. Yes, sir. Can be potential vulnerability for the fraudulent activities. For example, if single employee can initiate, can authorize, and can disburse the loan, sir, then probably he will misuse his power. Yes, they are my dear children. Yes, sir. Further people, hackers. Do you know any hacker? Yes, sir. Okay. People, just a very simple example I want to give you regarding the hackers. Okay. Yes. Whenever we are using the system of people or using the information technology, there is always a risk from the external threat called as hackers. So it is very important that we need to protect our system from virus, bombs, trojans, hackers, and many other threats. Serious. The system management provides access to the customers anytime, anywhere using the internet. Yes, sir. And the information which was earlier accessible only within and to the employees is now exposed and it is available, open to all, can be accessed from anywhere at any time. Making the information available is a business imperative. It's good for the business. It is obviously advisable, but that could be also fought with the risk of increasing threats from the hackers and others. Understood, my dear Chandran? Yes, sir. So all businessmen are trying to provide best service to customer. But when providing the best customer services, people, they are also coming very close to other risks. Am I very clear to you, Chandran? Yes, sir. Last but not the least, people, it need to ensure the business continuity in the event of major disaster. Okay. Yes, sir. Just a minute. Yes. Exigencies refers to my started disasters. Okay. In the event of major disaster, people. Say for example, people, there could be a loss of entire system. Yes, sir. There could be a loss from hackers. Yes, sir. There could be entire system failure. Yes, sir. Your data got deleted. Yes, sir. By mistakenly, something happens wrong. There could be a possibility. Yes, sir. Or people due to heavy rain, there is some leakage from the top floor, and your system or entire IT system got damaged. There are the many possibilities exist, people. We cannot avoid this possibility under any condition. So it is very important, people, that we need to ensure the proper business continuity. Are you clear with this, my dear charter? Yes, sir. Say this. The high dependence on technology makes it imperative to ensure the resiliency to ensure that the failure does not impact the banking services. Yes, sir. How the business continuity plan with the adequate, sufficient technology and information system should be planned, implemented, and monitored. Yes, sir. So we should plan our IT process forwardly. I would request to all my dear chartered accountants to you also. Please, my dear chartered accountant, today you just need to do one most important thing. Sir, please tell us. People take out your all mark sheet from standard one, if you have it. Okay, take out all the mark sheet, all the people, whatever the mark sheets apart from that school living certificate or any type of certificates which you had received in your education career or any other thing, then please make the one copy of it and take the photograph of each and everyone, convert it into PDF, and please people store in your Google Drive or in your email account by sending the email to yourself only. In to and from, write your email only, attach all these files people, and please keep with yourself. In case people, if your physical mark sheet or hard copy of that mark sheet may got damaged, deteriorate, misplaced, or anything, people, or suppose if you are traveling into some another city and that city demands a mark sheet for you, you cannot go back to your city immediately. Then at least if you have a copy, you can take a print out, you can do self-attestation and submit it to the required place. So that is the reason, my dear children, a small request to all of you that please have this much work to be getting done by today itself. Am I very clear to you, my dear charters? Yes. So what are the risk in technology? Sir, frequent change and obsolescence of technology, multiplicity and complexity of system, different types of control for different types of technology, dependence on vendors due to outsourcing of IT services, sir, segregation of duties, external threats leading to cybercrime, and last but not the least, my dear student, that is need to ensure the business continuity in the event of major disaster. Am I very clear to all of you people? Would you please take 2 minutes to read this concept on a very fast forward basis? Just read it on a very fast forward basis. And before we continue, let me tell you all my dear chartered accountant one of the most important things. That people, you all are becoming chartered accountant. So if you have anyone in your contact who says that they are a chartered accountants, then please ask them that what is the value of learning flowchart in a lecture. They will tell you people about the most important concept of learning flowchart, which anyways we are going to start from tomorrow. So I request all my dear charters, those chartered accountants, those who are late to it because they have not seen the proper timetable, proper batch, or any of their personal reason. Okay, we accept your reason, we respect your reason, but tomorrow, my dear chartered, I want each and every student to be there in the class exactly on noted time. Please don't be late even for a 5 minutes also, my dear charter. Otherwise, you will miss the basic intro of that concept, and that concept, people, is completely different, completely higher demanding your attention. So please make sure this at least you will remember this much that tomorrow you have to attend the lecture on time and we are starting with the flowchart concept also. Am I very clear to you? Now please refer this concept very fast, very quick. Please, my dear child, refer this answer very fast, very carefully. Done all my dear children. Today proceed. Right now, my dear student, in front of your screen, you can see that the risk and controls for the specific business processes. Question number 30, which we are starting now. Okay? Yes, sir. Now, whenever people we are purchasing any software, and whenever we are installing that software in our business paper, there is generally three things are there. How many things are there in your chart? Sir, three things. One is called as configuration, second is called as masters, and third one is called as transactions. Understood? Yes, sir. So whenever people we are using the software, the first thing is that to install that software, to set up that software. You know, whenever the software setup is done, people, that is called as configuration. It will also help you to people determine what menu option will be displayed, how the data would be made available to you, how the data could be available to you, and many other things, my dear children. So that is called as a configuration. Okay? Yes, sir. Let me show you people in a very interesting way, little bit to the practical also. Started everyone, can you see the tally screen right now in front of you? Yes, sir. Suppose going into the tally work, okay? Yes. I want to create a company, so I'm going in tally, creating the company. When people are clicking on creating the company, people, you can see on the screen that company formation is there. Yes, sir, no, make sense. Yes, sir. Now, suppose if I want to create a company on the name of DKFC JJ Baba. Okay. Yes. Address, Zoom meeting, online. Agree. Just getting you my dear chats. States, Karnataka. Okay. Pin code could be anything. Yes. Phone number, mobile number, I cannot share. Email ID. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. www.jjbaba.com. Yes, sir. Serious people. When it is a configuration is going on, the system is automatically asking me that from which date would you like to maintain your books of accounts? Are you getting my point of view? Yes, sir. I said maintain it from the first April only. Serious. It is also asking me, would you like to keep some password for your company or not? In ERP audit, in ERP system audit, I explained you this thing that we need to determine very carefully, my dear child, that yes, what kind of things we are doing, how we are doing all those activities. Yes, yes, sir. And whether this software is processing and giving us confidentiality or not. Yes, sir. Right now I'm saying no. Serious. They are asking me some further things like would you like the currency symbol? I said yes. What the name of currency symbol rupees? I said yes. They said would you like to prefix the amount symbol. I said yes. Space between amount and symbol. Yes. Would you like to show the amounts in millions? I said no. Decimal points. Yes. 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 Companies got created, my dear chartered. Yes, sir. If you press F12, my dear charters, F12. See the first heading on the top. What it indicates, tell me, sir. It indicates configuration. In this people, I can decide what kind of option and what kind of menu I want and what kind of details I want. Are you getting my point of view? Yes, sir. I can go to general and you can see that. See this. Account terminology, date format, anything I want to change people, I can make changes from here. Even whether I want to allow the access to you or not allow the access to you now, that can be also determined from the configuration. Understood? Yes, sir. Now I'm not into the configuration right now. Because configuration is nothing but settling the software. Yes, sir. Determining the people, access rights of individuals. Yes, sir. What menu will be option, how the system will protect, everything will be decided in the configuration. But if I am coming from the off to the configuration, what is the second of the people right now you can see on your screen? Sir, master. Master refers, my dear student, creating the permanent record. Creating what, my dear children? Sir, permanent record. This record will remain as it is at least for that year. Understood? Yes, sir. By the people, here you will find your groups, ledgers, and voucher types. Understood? Suppose I want to create a ledger. Okay, ledger of the name of salary expenses. Created, yes, sir. Under which head it will come? Sir, it will come under the indirect expenses. Yes, sir, my data cuts. Yes, sir. Will inventory value be affected? I said no. Because suppose if I want to give the salary based on the inventory values, then it will keep yes. Salary account got created? Yes, sir. Suppose I want to create a bank account also. So I said Bank of Baroda. Okay. Just three people, what details it is asking. I said bank account. Okay. Yes, seriously. You can put your account number. I said yes, sir. Account number would be IFSC code. And put it IFSC code also. Seriously. It is if it is invalid, it is invalid indicated automatically. Understood, my dear charters? Yes, sir. It means wrong data will not be accepted. Agree? Yes, sir. Branch, if I want to mention, I can mention. They said, would you like to send a checkbook? Nowadays, they are getting printed check. So that will be what people can be set up here only. Set up check printing configuration. So if you have to check people, you can get your checks printed from the tally itself. So suppose I want to pay the salary to my employees now. I just need to put the entry. I will say print the check and automatically that check will get printed people. Sir, so much super. Yes, my dear child. When are you me? Yes. Opening balance, I said 1,25,000. See this, bank account will always generally choose the debit balance. So this is debit yes. Understood? Accounts are created. Yes, sir. Suppose I am creating the account on the name of Ram. Okay. He is our salary data. Let's see this. If I am selecting the salary data, option got changed. Would you like to maintain the bill value details? I said yes. Would you like to give the credit period? I said 10 days. They said, will check the credit days during this voucher entry. I said yes. Agree? Yes. If I keep my GST details on the people, then it will ask me my details GST number also. Understood? Yes, sir. Any opening balance? 0, 0. Done. This I am creating what? Sir, masters. After master I decided, you can see the next one. What is that? Sir, transactions. People, third one is the transaction. Based on the master people, I can record the transaction. Understood? Yes, sir. See this. Now I want to say F5. This is payment voucher. Can you see here, my dear child, payment vouchers? Return payment, can you see? Yes, sir. Now, payment can be done, people, only through cash or bank. See this. I have created Rama's account also. It is not accepting. Why? They said that go payment can be done from only two. I said do the payment from Bank of Baroda. He said okay. For what? Now see this. You can make the payment to Rama or the salary expenses. Understood? I said yes. Make the payment to people salary expenses. How much? I said 12,500. This is okay. See this people. Automatically my Bank of Baroda's balance got 1,12,500. Understood? Because I had added 1,25,000. So 12,500 goes to salary expenses. Automatically my balance got debited. Understood? Yes, sir. Done. Done. Can you make the payment through check? I said yes. Check number, instrument date, narration, week salary payments. Transaction got recorded. Yes, sir. Now, people, third thing you can see on the screen over here. What is that? Sir, reports. Can you see? Yes. If I am going to report people, see this. Balance sheet. Understood? Yes, sir. See this. Whatever the details you want, you will get it in there. Yes, sir. Agree. 100%, sir. If you want to check it out, profit and loss account, it's here. Can you see? Yes, sir. 12,500 is the only expenses and thereby net loss is indicated what? Sir, 12,500 because no income is there and 12,500 is the total expenses we did. If I am going into Indian people, then it will tell me that it is indirect expenses account. If I again click to enter, it will tell me month-wise expenses. If I go to enter people, it will tell me the payment voucher and expenses. So ERP software people are designed in such a manner that from start to end, if you want to verify anything or everything, you can get it those things done. Understood, my dear child? Let's say yes or no. And you find it out, people, this subject is literally interesting if you put little bit attention then. Yes, sir. Now, coming out of all these things, people, to our main topic, because that is also important. Yes. Now, please read the configuration very fast. Sir, configuration refers to where a software system is set up. Configuration is process of defining the options that are provided. Configuration will define how the software will function and what menu options are displayed. When the any software is installed, value for the various parameters should be set up as per the policy and business process workflow and business process rules and enterprise. In configuration people, we can define each and everything, whatever we want that software should perform. So software will perform every activity accordingly what we have configured. Understood, my dear students? Yes, sir. See this. User activation, deactivation. Yes, sir. User access management, whether they allow the access or will not allow the access. Yes, sir. And even password. Everything could be set up, people, could be continued or could be discontinued, my dear students. Only and only from where? Sir, from the configuration. Am I very clear to all my dear students? Say yes or no? Yes, sir. Second one, sir, masters. What do you mean by masters? Sir, purchase department, sales department, creating permanent records. Yes, see this. Masters refers to various parameters that are set up for all the modules of software, like purchase, sales, inventory, finance, etc. This drives how the software will process the relevant transaction. Understood? Yes, sir. The masters are set up first during the time of installation. Yes, sir. Masters BA setup. Further, this can be changed whenever the business process or the rules are changed. So, if my business rules are changed or business conditions are changed, my dear partner, then master will be changed. Sir, example, please. Arey, Azim Premji's example I gave, no, my dear students. When Azim Premji joined the company was dealing with what? Sir, company was dealing with soaps, and company has been changed to the what? Sir, software. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. So master will be changed as and when the business changes. Am I very clear to you people? Yes, sir. See this example like vendor master, customer master, material master, account master, employee master, permanent record. Yes, sir. Any changes if you want to do in master's people, then such changes are required to be first accepted by the higher authority. Then only they can make the changes. Other people can't make the changes. So you taught this entire thing in our ERP software. Yes, sir. See this. Vendor master. When I create a people account of Rama, yes, salary data, credit period, vendor bank account details were asked. Yes, sir. If I set up the customer master, then sir, credit limit, bill address, ship to address will be asked. Material, then the material description, unit of measurements. If employee, then sir, employee's name is designation. Everything can be asked today by my dear daughters in software. Understood? Yes, sir. Please read the transaction very fast because I explained you transaction is nothing but making journal entries people in a software. Please refer this thing and read it very fast. Yes, my dear children. Let's move to the next concept, people. Now, please, my dear children, stop doing everything. Take out your book, write it down whatever I am saying you to write. Make the notes which I am asking you to make. Okay? Yes, sir. Keep your notebook and everything ready with you. Yes, sir. And please write it down. Ready, my dear children? Say yes. Okay. Serious, my dear children. In a business organization, there are a good number of processes are there. Yes, or no? Yes, sir. Let's see, my dear children, in a very simple way. What I want to actually explain you. Yes, sir. Let me tell you people the process. Okay, sir. Agree? Yes. Let me tell you people the business model in which we have configuration. Yes, sir. We have creation of masters. Yes, sir. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll try to make it more simple for you. Instead of this, serious people. Suppose there is a configuration. Yes, sir. We know. Second one, sir, we had done the masters creating the permanent record. And third one, sir, transaction on the basis of which data entry will be made. Yes, sir, my dear charters. Yes, sir. Let's see the different types of my dear charter. Business process. Have you learned about process people something called as O2C? Yes, sir. Order to cash. When the customer is ordering some goods from us, and we will end up, sir, by paying or sorry, by supplying that goods to customer and collecting the cash. Remember yesterday's diagram, people? Yes, sir. No? Yes, sir. Who was the most important person over there? Sir, customer. Okay. Now always remember, people. Clear? Understood? Yes, sir. Second, my dear children, the process which we had learned was P2P. Remember P2P? I procure to pay. Yes, sir. We remember procure to pay. Now, in that connection, people, The very simple thing in P2P, procure to pay. We used to purchase the raw material from the vendor. Yes, sir. And we would be entering those transactions at a charter. With what? Sir, we were entering those transactions by making proper supply. By receiving the quantity of goods which we had ordered. And we will enter by paying to our vendor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who are most important party over here, my dear charter? Sir, vendor. Third topic we are going to learn will be our fixed assets process. What is that process, my dear child? Fixed assets. And what would be the most important person over there? Sir, purely fixed assets only. Yes. Agree? Yes, sir. Fourth one, my dear child, we are going to learn about the HR, human resource. Okay? Yes, sir. In HR, my dear child, who is the most important? What is the most important thing? Sir, payroll would be the most important thing. Yes, sir. Note down the payroll. Yes, sir. Fifth process, people, which we are going to learn, will be regarding inventory. Regarding what, my dear child? Sir, inventory. In bracket, people, what would be the most important thing over there? Sir, inventory only. Yes. And last one, my dear child, we are going to refer one more process. That is currently called as a general ledger. In which what is important? Sir, the word general ledger itself. Yes, my dear child. Clear, clear? Yes, sir. Now, here is my dear child. In case of configuration, in case of my dear child, configuration, okay, only configuration means the software setup gets affected under two conditions. Under how many conditions, my dear child? Two conditions. Whenever the HR changes, human resource changes, or whenever the general ledger means business condition changes. In these two cases only, my dear child, there will be a risk at the configuration level. There will be risk at the configuration level. In all other cases, my dear chartered, we do not have the configuration related risk. Understood? Yes, sir. Second, my dear chartered, it's creating the permanent record. That is what, sir, masters. Masters related risk, my dear chartered, exist in all the cases. O2C, P2P, fixed assets, HR, inventory, or general ledger. In all the cases, my dear chartered, we are having what? Sir, master related risk. Am I very clear for my dear chartered? Yes, sir. And transaction related risk, people, will not be there only and only in HR. Except HR, my dear chartered, everywhere. Everywhere, people, we are having transaction related risk also. Understood? Yes, sir. Any doubt, any queries? No, sir. Let us continue. This was diagram is drawn. Everyone, still anyone ready? Done everyone? Yes, sir. Okay. Now, listen to me, people. See this. What we are actually going to learn in question number 31. Let me tell you in a very in-depth form. In question number 31, my dear child, you are going to learn about the process of each topic. Or how this process works in an organization. Point number one. Second, my dear student, you are going to study the risk and control of this process at all three levels: configuration level, master level, and at transaction level. So, when you perform particular task in an organization, what kind of risk will be there, and how can we prevent this risk, people? That we are going to learn. Are you clear with this? Yes, sir. Now, people, whatever the right marks and the right marks. Yes, that many questions are there in question number 31. Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus, my dear child, on 6 process. All 6 process. This much thing, my dear child, we have to study. Sir, it will be too dangerous, sir. Don't worry, my dear child. Professor Jigar sir is always there with you. Say yes, sir. No? Yes, sir. Do you trust this guy? Yes, sir. Arey, no trusting? Ayo. Yes. My dear child, I give you people only one answer, and your all these 6 answers will be done. I will teach you only one answer, and your all 3 answers will be done. So now you need to remember one answer, two answer. Yes, you need to remember third and fourth, and this only four process. So now your limit will be total to remember is only 8 answers, and my dear children, more than your 18 answers will be done. Sir, it's really good, sir. Let us proceed, my dear children. Okay, please keep note down along with me. Keep on noting everything whatever I am saying. Common points of risk and control for masters. If any process, whether it is a O2C process, whether it is a P2P process, whether it is a fixed assets, whether it is HR related, or whether it is my dear children inventory. Except the general ledger, if any process related risk is asked at master level, then I am giving you the master key. Only one answer to remember, and your entire things will be getting. Sir, please tell us. Okay. Second, write it down will be risk, and here we are going to write it down about the controls. Okay? Yes. Whatever note it down right now along with me, and I expect all my dear children to please keep their cameras all time on. Please, my dear children, you should understand the worth and the value of the professor when he is saying please to you. So, start writing, my dear children. Number one, invalid changes are made. Invalid changes are made to dash master file. Now you also put the fill in the blanks here. Whenever I am putting the fill in the blanks, you also put the fill in the blanks. This is our master key I am giving in notice. Okay. Yes. Now tell me if invalid changes are made in the dash master file. If I want to correct them, sir, only valid changes are made to dash master file. Understood? Yes, sir. Second, it is risk people. Suppose you identify employees, actually, all of my data. Yes, I have to take money from you. Yes, sir. And suppose people will give me your GST details. Okay. Then I require to be updated in my system. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you know, people, I updated or I inserted the detail with some errors. The second one, people changes to their master file are not accurate. What would you say? Sir, all changes to dash master file must be accurate. Understood? Yes, sir. Clear, clear. Okay. Suppose people, you ask me to make the changes, but that changes got delayed. Don't you think it's a type of a risk? Yes, sir. The third is people changes to dash master file are delayed and not processed are not processed in a timely manner. Understood? Yes, sir. Then what would be the control? Sir, third one. All changes to dash master file are performed in a timely manner. Understood, my dear students? Agree? Yes. Fourth major is my dear chapter. Records. Records relating to dash master file is not up to date. Fourth one, records relating to dash master file are always up to date. Done, people. And last point, people. System access to maintain dash master is not restricted to authorized user. Means anyone can make the changes as per their own choice. Do you think so? It is a risk, people? Yes, sir. If anyone can make the changes, then that could be a risk. Control please. Sir, system access to maintain dash master is restricted to authorized users only. Authorized user only. Everyone, are you yes or no? If you are done, please continuously raise your hand for the next 1 minute. Yes. Thank you so much. Now you can put your hand down. Yes. Now see the magic. Okay, sir. Ready? Yes. First question that we have is of P2P. Yes, sir. See the people. Who is the most important person in P2P? Which one I had given you in that first table? Important person under P2P? Sir, supplier. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Now see the answer, my dear child, and you will be surprised. Whatever filling the blanks is there, filling the blank in our actual table, word should be written supply, 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 and your one answer will be done. Don't write it down right now. Wait, see this. Unauthorized changes are made too. Supplier master file, only valid changes are made to supplier master file. Changes to the supplier master file are not accurate. Changes to the supplier master file are accurate. Changes to the supplier master file are delayed and not processed in timely manner. Changes to the supplier master file are processed in a timely manner. Supplier master records are not up to date. Supplier master records are always up to date. System access to maintain the supplier master, vendor master. Instead of that, you can write down supplier master. Yes, is not restricted to authorized user. System access to maintain the supplier master is been restricted to authorized user. Understood? One answer done. If you remember that 5 points this side, 5 points this side. Answer done. Second process, my dear charter. Second process is of our order to cash O2C. Do you remember the process? Yes, sir. Company will market their product based on customer will place the order, will check with the inventory. If in the inventory, we'll send it. If not, we'll ask manufacturing department to manufacture the goods. Then we'll arrange transportation. Then we'll send it. We'll create invoice, send to customer, collect the cash, close the invoice. Remember all those things. Yes, sir. Come on. Masters, which is related to O2C. Who is the most important person in O2C? Sir, customer. Arey, yes, yeah, no, I have given this table. Arey, Baba. Oh, my dear chatterds. Can you see this? A important word in table. Yes, sir. These are the important words. In filling the blanks, we need to put that important word only. See this. It's here. Order to cash. Yes, sir. Invalid changes are made to customer master file. Only valid changes are made to customer master file. Changes to the customer master file are not accurate. Changes to the customer master file are accurate. Changes to the customer master file are not processed in a timely manner. All changes to customer master file are processed in timely manner. Customer master file records are not up to date. Customer master file records always remains up to date. System access to maintain the customer master is not restricted to authorized user. System access to maintain the customer master has been restricted to the authorized user. And yes, sir. Two answers done. Yes, sir. Third process, people, which we are going to refer is the inventory cycle. Tomorrow I will teach you this process. Don't worry about it. Let's see the people list which is related to this process. Sir, again masters. Yes, inventory master related is. In inventory master, check it out. Which one is the important one? Sir, inventory only. Yes or no? Yes, sir. See this. Invalid changes are made to inventory master file. Valid changes are made to inventory master file. Changes to the inventory master file are not accurate. Changes to inventory master file are accurate. Inventory master file records are not up to date. Inventory master file records are always up to date. System access to maintain the inventory master is not restricted to authorized user. System access to maintain the inventory master is restricted to authorized user. Done, people. Third question is also in the fill in the blanks. You just need to write it down the word inventory and inventory related masters. Risk and control. Both are covered. Such an amazing answer. Yes. After that, my dear child, we are going to refer HR, human resources. Which one is the important word in HR? Please check it out and tell me. Sir, payroll. Yes. See the masters related to risk and control of human resource. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will start with 4 first, people. Okay? Yes. Invalid changes are made to payroll master file. Sir, only valid changes are made to payroll master file. Payroll master file records are not up to date. Sir, payroll master file data always remains up to date. Salary we have given to all those people, those who are not our employees. The payroll is disbursed to inappropriate employee. Sir, salary disbursed to appropriate employees. Fourth point, check it out. It's there. System access to maintain the employee master has not been restricted to authorized user. System access to maintain the employee master has been restricted to authorized user. Understood, my dear charters? Yes, sir. Further point, people, first, second, and third. I will cover that also because they are very easy. See this. Addition to payroll master file do not represent valid employees. Okay. Actually, they are not the employee, but just we had created the fake employees into the system. So what would be the control? Sir, all additions can be done, but that should represent only valid employees. Understood? Yes, sir. Suppose new employees are hired by the company, but they are not added into payroll system. Don't you think it's a risk? Yes, sir, it's a risk. So what's the best thing? Sir, new employees are not added to payroll master file, then please add it to the payroll master file. Agree? Yes, sir. Tell me, my dear child, if anyone has left the job, then his data will be discontinued from the recording. Yes, or no? Yes, sir. But if his data is continuing, will it create a risk? Yes, sir. So terminated employees are not removed from the payroll master file. Right, sir. Terminated employee must be removed, sir, from the payroll master file. Understood? Yes, sir. After this people, we are going to refer last point called as fix the sets. Okay. Tomorrow I will tell you and teach you this entire process of fix the sets, my dear target. But let me refer the master's office. Ready? Yes, sir. Tell me, people, what is the most important part that fix the sets? Fix the sets only. Check it out. Invalid changes are made to fix the set master file. Sir, only valid changes are made to fix the set master file. Yes, yeah, no? Yes, sir. Changes to the fix the set master file are not accurate. Sir, changes to fix the set master file are accurate. Changes to the fix the set master file people are not normally processed. Sir, all changes to fix the set master file are kindly processed. Fix the set master file records are not up to date. Sir, fix the set master file records are remain up to date. And as well, sir, system access to maintain the fixed asset is not restricted to authorized user. Sir, system access to maintain the fixed asset is restricted to authorized user. Understood, my dear charters? Fully clear. General ledger is having different concepts, thereby it will not come over here. I just request all my dear charters to refer these 5 points once again very clearly, which I had written here. If anyone wants to take a screenshot, they can take a screenshot of the people. Done. Everyone done, my dear charters? So people here we have completed our most important concept about the masters. Tomorrow people we are going to refer the transactions and as well as we are going to start with a very interesting concept of our flow chart. Till that time, thank you people. Bye bye. Take care. Your professor Jigar Joshi takes a permission from you, saying bye bye to you. Bye people.